I'm Trent Van Ozen, partner with Cedar Point Capital Partners. Welcome to the July 2024 edition of Capital Insights. This month, we're taking a look at the stock market's impressive run in the first half of this year and whether it can maintain that momentum into the second half. If we take a look at the S&P 500 index, we can see just how well U.S. equities have fared in 2024. Despite a bumpy April, the index set many new all-time highs throughout Q1 and Q2 and gained 15% through the end of June. That's more than 7% above the long-term average full-year return and represents its 16th strongest start since 1931. But can the S&P 500 index continue to trade higher in the back half of 2024? Well, history suggests the potential is there. Again, with our data set going back to 1931, in the 28 years that the S&P 500 gained 10% or more in the first half, the index continued to trade higher nearly 80% of the time for the balance of that year. In 13 of those 28 years, it gained more than 10% in the second half, and if we exclude 1987, marked by the historic Black Monday crash in October of that year, only 3 other years in our population produced a second half loss of more than 5%. One explanation for this phenomenon points toward human nature itself. Investors tend to think in terms of calendar years and often feel compelled to chase the market into the second half. After all, no one wants to underperform when the market is rallying. Also, investors may be reluctant to sell after a strong first half to avoid realizing short-term capital gains and potentially paying a higher tax rate versus holding onto their gains for at least 1 year. Of course, the calendar for the rest of the year is full of market-moving events, from the first potential interest rate cut to the presidential election. Now, we'll be watching these events and economic data for shifts in the market, but for now, history suggests the S&P 500 has more room to run in the back half of the year. If you have any questions about this video or your portfolio, reach out and let's start a conversation. My name is Trent Van Ozen. I look forward to seeing you right here next month for our latest edition of Capital Insights. Stay curious, stay mindful of your goals. We'll see you next time.